In this video we are playing Find the Cupcakes. The cupcakes move with updates, so some of the locations may change from this video if they do an update. There was an update halfway through me doing this video and some of them have moved. I will show you the original location where I found it and the new location. So we have a premium cupcake if you are a member. I think I also picked up a few event cupcakes, so they may not be available or they might come about again, I'm not sure. I have absolutely loved playing this game. The little cupcakes are so cute. I love those characters so much. I've loved the scripting, I've loved the puzzles, I love the map. This is just a really well built, well designed game. You really won't be disappointed playing this one. It's kept me occupied for ages. So you can see the bush with the kind of green berries instead of the red ones. They have made this game slightly easier since the update and you can actually see through those areas now. I don't know where you find how much the popcorn is, so I've just done a process of elimination. I was sticking some times in hoping I might find it quite quickly. And lo and behold, 5 minutes was the key. That's a long time to cook popcorn for in the microwave. However, we have found popcorn cupcake. Oh, this one. This is funfetti. And you basically have to carry the sprinkles to the cupcake without touching the floor. Now, I am just showing you my gameplay. This took me a couple of attempts to do. I tried different ways of going around the map to the other house where funfetti is. And this is just the way that I went, that I didn't drop the sprinkles everywhere. This one is on the hard level for a reason. And we are taking the sprinkles to the red house in the far left hand corner of the map. What I will be doing is making my way around spawn from the greenhouse in a circle around. There are objects to find, which I will show you either as a picture or throughout the video in the relevant location, as I have ordered the video by location. And there we are, we have given funfetti their sprinkles. So when I first played, round the back of the greenhouse was green apple. However, when I was trying to find the updated cupcakes, criminal is now there. So I don't know if green apple is there first and then criminal replaces it, or if they've moved green apple. I didn't see it around the map. On one of my journeys, trying not to drop the sprinkles, I did actually go across and find lemon meringue cupcake in the lamppost. So inside of the next house we have Cupcake Monster, and you have to equip the cookie dough cupcake in order to collect him. I will show you where cookie dough is in a bit in the video when we get through to the church kind of forest area. So So we have a button to press, and I think there's about 4 or 5 of them to press around the map. This is what you're going to need to press to get electronic. I do show you him at the end of the video, so I will remind you where all the buttons are, but I will show you throughout the video as I press them where they are. So you just have to have a conversation with the old cupcake and you can then collect it. So this is out the back now, and you will have cherrybomb. For dapper, you can just see cherrybomb in the background there. You just have to join the group. We don't join the group here in Judgment TV, so you can go ahead and join and collect dapper. If I could type it correctly, it would have worked, but it is /elaf. So you can see a soda machine. When I initially played it, it said you need $1.50, which I didn't have. I don't know how I got the money, but I happened to go to the soda machine and press the button later on, and I wasn't recording, and I managed to get it. See, I was desperately trying to get it on video there, but you basically buy the soda and interact. I don't know if they've updated it. For burger, you need to collect the items. There are 4 in total as shown in the pictures. And then burger will appear on the side. So near to beach is the remote control. I will do a bit more of an in-depth show when we get to the beach area, but you do need the remote control to go and get lazy. And in the top of the house is angry, and you have to enter through the window. You can't get through the door. Some of the cupcakes with the question mark do give you a good hint how to collect other ones, but for mint you just have to put minty into the chat. There are 2 uses for the phone box, so if you dial 911 you will get a traffic cone. And then for secret agent you need to type in the secret agent code, and it's super secret of 1234567890. Now just take note of the red screen. I will show you why that is important later on in the video. But we've also found our second button for electronic. So I initially found PB&J for the first video recording up by the cave. this has now moved right next to the phone box. I can't recollect it because I've already got it. So this is where we found the cheese. But in this house we have the edible arrangement in the fridge. So for buff, you need to put the correct weights on, and the weight that you're trying to achieve in the total weight bar is 205. If you do make a mistake, just click the weight and it will take it off. Would have helped if I'd asked that prior to putting a load of weights on the bar. That cheeky little one hidden over there. So for Diva, you need to put on 7 accessories, as silly as that looks. So I initially found plastic where blue raspberry is. That has also moved round to the edge by Noob. So Noob asks you to wear something. I think this is a pet. I tried all the ones I had and none of the ones work. So opposite of Noob to me would be God. So obviously because I haven't got it, I'm not sure if you collect God, equip it, that will work. For toilet, you need to go around the houses and flush every loo, not missing a single one. On the last flush, you will then be teleported to a big toilet to go and get toilet cupcake. I love how the icing is brown, the most delicious looking cupcake ever. Not. So there is a trampoline which I left alone in the town area. This will jump you up to the clouds. So for the lightning cupcake, you need to time your jumps. When the cloud is black, it will kill you when the lightning strikes. So you need to follow the pattern and just follow it all the way round and just quickly jump off the black ones before they electrocute you. So this is Tornado and I couldn't get it. I've tried so many times, but basically, obviously as tornadoes do, it is very windy up there and it blows you off the cloud in different directions. My obby skills fail me anyway without making it even harder than the tornado one does, but it's there if you are able to go and get it. I will have to have a bit of a practice later. So you can either walk over the top of the rainbow, or in actual fact there is a ledge that you can actually walk up and over if you want to hang on to the side. Either way is relatively easy to get over the rainbow. Don't worry folks, I'm not going to break out into Song of Somewhere over the rainbow, as much as I'm thinking that right now. In the distance you can see a kind of yellow tinted cloud. This is the teleport over to heaven. So God is up here as well somewhere. Now I think obviously the clouds around the outside have got something to do with it, because it says you've got to be kind of an obby master to get it. I did actually try standing on one of the columns with the help of Daddy Judge to kind of boost me up there, and I did get on the first cloud and then I kept falling off. I am not an obby master, but I'm pretty certain that God is up there somewhere for you to go and collect. I'm not sure if you can see it with the resolution of the screen, but when you are playing the game you will just see these very faint clouds that you can jump across. And then we are going to take a dive and get superhero. This did take me a couple of tries because you've got to just get the angle just right to get it. It's not the easiest to see when you're on the cloud looking down. Making our way into the gallery now. So we have a big clue in the index for grape, which is somewhere purple. This is about the most pinkiest purpley place there is in the game, and there is a veiled wall, but we aren't finished in here yet, because who is hiding in the lineup? It is the Where's Wally one, or the Where's, and you can actually get in the glass case. I used to love those Where's Wally books when I was a kid. So we are moving round to the farm now. So this cupcake has actually been made easier. You can just see it poking out the back of the pumpkin now. Obviously I got it prior to that update. And also Cat has moved down from the top of the windmill onto the kind of platform. To get maroon you need to say howdy. Although weirdly I thought you would have done that to the cowboy rather than to the maroon one. What I love about this game is the range of difficulty. There are some that are so easy to get, you can just whip round and get them, and then there are some that I have found challenging, and I have had to really work for. I do like games with the mix of difficulties in them, it does keep it interesting. So for banana cream you have to chase it around the map. I think there's about 5 or 6 locations where it zooms off to and you have to click it again. However, the final location will be in farm. For firefly, walk down the wall behind farm and there is a veiled entrance. It is a bit tricky because of how black it is, but you will see the fireflies guiding your way. Further on down the wall, so keep going, you will find blackberry. This is on the way to the beach. Just keep going down that same wall. The index will give you a symbol which area these cupcakes are in. This would be classed as forest, but I've kind of grouped them next to the farm because it's just the easiest way for you to follow. For treasure chests, you need to press the slam button and do a big booty drop onto that sand to get rid of it, and we can collect treasure. The fish has now changed and it is just in the middle of the pond, you can't miss it. One thing about this game is it is a bit of a pain to get out the water. I found if you kind of dive down and swim back up again, sometimes it will let you jump up a bit easier. A very sneaky little flower there without the texture of a normal flower. I would love to do an Alice in Wonderland bit of a theme here with painting the roses red, but they are flowers, so you do have to paint the flowers red. Again, you can see that banana cream, prior to me picking it up, was there. Moving directly across the map from farm, we are going into the cave now. Sorry about my resolution there, folks. Dark areas don't come out very well, but there is a little drop down to obsidian. I mean, the quality and the detail in the map is just lovely. You can just tell how much time and effort they have put into building these maps. I can't rate this one highly enough. I've really enjoyed this game. Folks, if that subscribe button is not grey, please can I ask you to click on that red button and subscribe to the channel. We are grateful for every single subscriber to Judgment TV. Come on, show the channel some love. Only 1% of you subscribed. Epic fail there. So this is almost like the crystal part of the cave. This is kind of on the furthest wall from where we just came. I'm not sure if you can obby across. I got all the way to the blue and then failed to get onto the yellow crystal, but you can, with a bit of patience and effort, just jump up the wall. It's literally just keep jumping, but don't do what I just did and jump over the crystal that you need to jump up with. Very frustrating. And at one point I did get stuck on the front of the crystal, which again was annoying. You can see me almost getting stuck there again. But once you get up there, you can get platinum. This is where you're going to have to use your shift button and you slide underneath the gap. This is the second entrance into the crystal cave bit. There's two entrances. So we're back out in the initial cave area on the other side now to where we got ruby and stone. So the next one, darkness, is on the hard spectrum for a reason. You can try and memorise it, but grab a friend, it is easier. The friend turns on the cave lights, and they are going to be your guide. So once you enter the cave, your lights will go out, and you will have a totally black screen. You will not see a thing. So I was using Daddy Judge's screen, and it did help if I was looking at it as if I'd be looking at my own. Alternatively, you can get them to try and guide you. I don't know how frustrating that might be. I don't want to break up any relationships or friendships in this process. Alternatively, you could look at a screen and mirror the actions. I'm not very good at thinking right is left and left is right. However, by looking at Daddy Judge's screen, I have managed to make my way through the cave. This was so hard. This took quite a few attempts. I can't tell you how unsettling it is to be moving around on Roblox, not being able to see what direction you're even looking in or the way that you're going. It is so off-putting and so challenging. It's just unnatural. And jump may be your best friend to get across to those platforms. I can almost hear him now going, just go right. And I'm like, where's right? I can't see which way I'm looking. How we didn't fall out and argue doing this. My only tip is to kind of help to maybe use the wall, because you're not going to go anywhere. And switching back to my screen. As you can see, it's just completely black, but eventually you will then pick up darkness. So we are making our way to go and get Spider. He is dangling down underneath. The only tip that I can say is literally kind of shimmy off and then jump at the last minute. It is a double jump, and try and hit back up and get the Spider. You can get it completely another way if you want to. That's just the way that I found it. and by sheer accident I found volcano. It's the best mistake I've ever made. I did not want to be jumping into 10 ton of lava, which is what I was expecting to do. So for basalt, I actually kind of found this one when I was in the ocean area, and I swam down this tunnel and found myself back at the cave. So you can find the cave entrance out. I'm just showing you obviously my gameplay because I found it at the ocean inn. So when you get to the cave entrance, turn around and it's up on the wall. My resolution is really bad, I'm really sorry. The way that I managed to get it is to go directly underneath basalt, swim down and then jump, and it will just let you catch the jump, and then you can jump up the wall very much like we did for the platinum one. So we are out the cave and making our way down to the beach and sea area. Just by dirt the other side, there is a campfire. I don't know how you light it to get s'mores, I don't know what you do with it, but I know that s'mores has something to do with that campfire. But I didn't find it. So this is the forest section just before you hit the beach. I would be so stuck with some of these if I didn't have that double jump function. I'm so glad that they've added run and double jump as a freebie. So here is the remote for lazy that I did say that I would show you a bit better when we got to the beach. So in order to get shadow, you will see this weird kind of oval patch. What you need to do is line up the shadow of your pet with the shadow on the ground. It did take me a little while to get the angle right, but once you do, you will get shadow cupcake. I don't know how many beach balls you have to catch. I did miss some. I think I did anyway. I don't know if you have to catch them all or you have to catch a certain number. So it does help if you have your screen zoomed out a bit just to see where the balls are going to land. There is a bit of a shadow to indicate where they're going to come. This is what I mean when I say it's a bit of a pain to get out the water in some of the areas. So for flamingo, you need to jump on the rubber rings, which are of course in the shape of a flamingo. If you drop off, you will need to run round and go and start it again. Some of the rings do stay, but I found that you couldn't jump back on the rings. Again, I don't know if it was made easier in the last update, but certainly for the game that I played, it was literally like you had to run back to the start and start again. Luckily I just touched that ring to make the next one appear. If they could fix that swim a bit, because swimming up just takes that long, that would be really beneficial to the game. I think Pink Lemonade is now outside on the kind of, don't know what you call veranda area of this house. Going back to the island with the lighthouse. And again, they've moved that off the roof. So there you can see Pink Lemonade. I was right, it is on the veranda. Just behind that building is another button for electronic, and that one is a super sneaky one. Hence why I think electronic is the hardest cupcake to get. So this is in effect making our way back up towards the town. So we're kind of swimming through the shallower river area. So originally I found duck in this little hidden area, as you can see. I went back and I think it's octopus that's there. I found octopus somewhere else. I have included both in case it gets moved again, but this little hidden area is one to watch. There is duck on the side of the kind of wall by the sea. You can't miss it, it literally sticks out like a sore thumb. It's just down from the beach house where Pink Lemonade is. So here is where I found octopus. So again, I don't know if it's still there or if it's in that hidden area. But I've shown you both. It's tad annoying for so many to be moved in the map. It's almost like, oh, I've recorded a video and now I'm going to have to re-record it because I can't use it because they're not there anymore. I do not want to confuse you. So this is just by the house. This is the kind of rock wall directly behind the house. If you just make your way, you'll see the big bit of seaweed. And we have shark at the end of this tunnel. And they've now added snail inside the house. This was empty previously. Yeah, I'm gonna apologise now, people. I'm so sorry. This one, it's gonna be really hard to follow. Just keep moving around down there, and you will find jellyfish. And then the bright orange kind of orb is actually anglerfish. So if you keep trying to go up to that orb, you will eventually find your way up to angler. And if you are enjoying this video or any other video from Judgment TV, please can I ask you to subscribe and support the channel. So the deal with it cupcake is currently, or when I found it, behind the UFO. The developer has written in the index that it will change with updates, so deal with it. I don't know if you watch this video if it will be in the same location. They have just done the Halloween event update, which I will show you at the end of this video. Inside the gallery they have put in some that they are working on, so I'm assuming that Deal With It will move reasonably soon. We will of course come back and do the updated cupcakes. I might even be able to show you my super obby skills getting God and Tornado by then as well. I'm not holding out any hope for that one. I will have a practice, I promise. So we are making our way now round to the church. So for fairy, I tried going up kind of the edge of the map and walking round, but I got stuck just by farm and couldn't make it any further. So the way that I got fairy was to go up in the clouds over the rainbow. So this is the ledge that I talked about earlier. kind of just plopped down, you can just see it there, onto Fairy. I think there might be another way, but I'm not sure. I will show you in a second. So Banana Cream was over by the church as well before we found him in farm. So this might be an event cupcake, but this was where Fabergé was. It's got an eye with a line through it now in the index, so I'm not sure if the event has passed and you cannot collect anymore. So to open up, I don't know, the door to hell, you need to grab the key from inside the church. I'm not sure if that bread was the burger bun, but that's now located around town. So you will now see the door to hell as it was opened. And we can come in and get devil and demon. So you can just see the area where we just picked up devil, and we are just in the rocks directly behind there. We will find butterscotch in the bell tower, and then just checking the edge of the map, this is where you are going to go ahead and find glitch. It is nicely hidden. You don't think you can see it from the church roof. Candle is behind where the door to hell was. Is it a mausoleum? Can't remember what those places are called now in a cemetery. So this is how I originally found Cookie Dough. Is this obby, or this kind of walkway, still there to get Fairy? Because it's in the same place that Fairy was. I don't know, it may be an option to have a look if you don't want to drop down from the clouds. I don't know if this is still there. But it'd be quite a shame if they did take this out, because I quite like this kind of invisible obby. Seeing Cookie Dough was in the exact same place that Fairy was. So this is the cupcake, you will need to collect the Cookie Monster one in town. However, now I think it's tucked behind the tree. So we've got that invisible wall to go through, to go kind of find our way through to get transparent. I'm not the biggest fan of those mazes. I hate, even though it's a mini maze, I hate mazes at the best of time. Putting ones in with invisible walls and, you know, I can't see the way anyway. I am just garbage at mazes, I really am. So again, kind of found that one by accident. So kiwi is actually in the tree trunk itself, and this is between church and the factory. So we're going to go ahead and do around the factory area now. And they have vastly improved this area. So for smoke, they had 3 chimneys that I literally could not do the obby to get across. So they have actually included a truss to get up onto the chimney and a 4th chimney to make it a bit better. Especially for noobs like me, who are incapable of obbying over 3 chimneys to get smoke. So to get through the conveyor belts in the factory, you're going to have to go ahead and use the shift button, much like what we did for diamond. Don't go ahead and run through the door. You need to press a button, or at least don't plop into the water if you can help it. I didn't realise there was a button, but I kind of ran and plopped into the radioactive goop, so it kind of did me a favour. So our next button for electronic is actually here. And this time I'm not going to run into the goop. In the manager's office we have stacked, so one of you needs to stand on the other one's head, so again you're going to need a chum for this one, and you can get stacked. Now for music, you need to turn the sound on and off to open the doors. So just a reminder of where the buttons were, so with minions, just behind the house by beach, radioactive, and in the secret agent. So just have a look at the screen now, the buttons have been pressed, it is now all green. Bit weird, so walk through the entrance now and there is electronic, the hardest cupcake on the list. So we're going to go through the Halloween event now. Probably some of my favourite cupcakes because I do like the gothic cupcakes quite a lot. And I'm so sorry, it's going to be pretty hard to follow because of how dark this area is. But I do love the theme and I do love this area. You can't run on the ground because these bear traps come up and kill you. So I'm just going to show you how I managed to get trapped. I'm sure there might be other ways to go ahead and get this cupcake. But I did a bit of the same theory as sprinkles, where I'm just not going to touch the ground, and it worked. Inside of the house now. I've never actually eaten candy corn. I'm going to have to try it, I'm so intrigued. Is it nice? I've never had it. Is it worth me trying to find some? It's like I've never eaten pumpkin pie. It's not something that appeals to me. So check out that code there. Again, I only found 2 of the numbers. I don't know where the other 2 are, so it was a process of elimination, but I will give you the code in a second. So it looks to be there'll be some more work in this area, but we have found Frankenstein. So I don't know if he's going to move. So the code downstairs, after a process of elimination, is 6771. For the seeker, I actually touched the eyes. I'm not sure, because see there I ran past it, it didn't create the eye, but as soon as you kind of touch the eye, that eye then appears. You can just see it in the blue room. So I would just kind of like run into them. And you will need to do this, you can't just follow where I went and get it, because the only way that the seeker one appears is if you've got the eye actually up and appeared on the wall. It is quite a journey to follow these. We have to go down into the dungeon area now. So I am sorry, it is super dark down there in some of the areas, but you will see the eye quite clearly illuminated. Quite easy to follow and touch. A couple of candles in that area might be quite helpful for an update. This comes out in the kind of shed area, shed or dog kennel, whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to call it the garden shed area. There's just like a little veiled entrance that you need to go through. And there is the Seek cupcake. if you go out on the balcony of the house and jump across, this is over the cage in the dungeons, and Bat is in the middle of that square. And then the only thing I can say is where the game passes, jump up and just walk down the wall and you'll find the veiled entrance into Witch. And I walked over her cauldron and the green potion disappeared. I don't know if that's going to be something in an update or if it does something, I don't know. And then outside in the graveyard, and I don't know if it's called a mausoleum, but that's what I'm going to call it, is the ghost cupcake. So I am missing Support, Cipher, Smore and Cow. I do apologise, I couldn't find them anywhere in the game. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care and see you real soon. Bye.